Gretchen, I have a question.
What is it, Bob?
Why does your voice change sometimes, from one video to another?
Oh, Bob. Can't you guess? I'm trying out different accents to see which might be the most appealing to my fans.
Why in the world would you do that? You don't even have to open your mouth to have appeal. Of course, under the right conditions, that might help, you juicy little morsel.
Oh, Bob. Stop it. In spite of your incessant pleading, I am not going to hoover you. No, silly. Ever since we went on YouTube, I'm gaining notoriety. My agent says Hollywood might be interested. They might have some parts for me.
I have some parts for you, honey hot doggy, I surely do.
Oh, Bob, shut the fuck up, would you? My agent says Mila Kunis can't knock down all the good roles, and Angelina is about to retire.
Yeah. Not if Brad has anything to say about it. He'd rather pay a United Nations babysitter to watch their kids and have Angie keep bringing home that fat chunk of bacon. What's she getting now? 20 mil a picture?
Something like that. Now can you see why I'd be interested in a film career myself? This little pedunk news station pays diddly squat.
Careful, Gretchen. The station manager might hear that.
Oh, Bob, who gives a shit? I have him wrapped around my little finger. All I have to do is subtly graze against the throbbing bulge in his pants as I pass him in the hallway, and he's like a little kid, all eager to please the teacher.
That's not fair. If I tried that, he'd call me a homo.
And he'd be right, Bob. You're a prime example of Homo erectus if I've ever known one. Okay, enough banter, let's get to tonight's subject, alright?
Alright, Gretchen. I held a silver eagle in my hands this afternoon.
A silver eagle? I'll bet the Arjubal Society would be interested in hearing about that.
No, you witless arrant. I meant I held an ounce of silver in my hands today. They are called silver eagles.
How did that happen?
Well, you know how we've been talking about investing in precious metals to preserve our purchasing power.
Yes, Bob.
Well, I decided to do more than just talk. I visited the local coin shop and actually bought a silver eagle. It's really pretty cool.
Can I see it, Bob?
Sure, Gretchen. It's right here in my pocket. Go ahead and grab it.
I'm not going to fall for that old trick again, Bob.
They have all sorts of silver ounces you can buy, if you want something besides the eagles.
Like?
The Perth Mint of Australia makes silver rounds with kookaburra birds on them.
Eagles? Kookaburras? What? Are silver investors some kind of horny theologists?
I'm going to ignore your lame attempt at humor, Gretchen. The word is ornithologists. People who study birds, and that has nothing to do with silver. You can be such a twit sometimes. May I continue now?
Yes, Bob.
The Austrian Mint makes the Philharmonic with pictures of musical instruments on one face that is really a nifty-looking coin.
Do other countries mint silver ounce rounds as well, Bob?
They sure do, Gretchen. And demand for them is skyrocketing. The firms that supply the silver plankets that they stamp the coins on can't keep up with demand, and coins at most mints are back-ordered. There are Canadian maple leaf coins and others, like the Chinese pandas, and most are setting sales records as investors hustle to join the silver rush.
Wow, Bob. I didn't realize there were so many choices.
There's even more than the ones I've mentioned, Gretchen. Years ago, Engelhard produced the prospector rounds. They've stopped making them, so now they carry a numismatic premium at times.
Numismatic? Isn't that the pressure you use to pump up tires?
No, you ignorant twat. You're confusing the word with pneumatic. That would apply to air pressure like they use to keep your sister's store-bought memories inflated.
Leave sexy Sharon out of this, Bob. You're just jealous because she left you for a well-endowed dwarf who could satisfy her in ways you never could.
Let's not mention that again, Gretchen. Numismatics just means collectors are interested in them, trying to complete a set of all the years that were issued.
Oh, I get it.
Well then, get this, my Norwegian goddess. There are also private mints that make rounds to sell directly to the public, as well as some silver mining companies like First Majestic and Pan American Silver that produce their own rounds.
Bob, could you give our viewers the names of some of these private mints?
Sure, Gretchen. There's the Northwest Mint, Provident Metals, Westminster Mint, Quality Silver Bullion, and golden state mint, just to name a few. Or buyers can visit the online websites of big precious metals dealers who carry a lot of different forms of bullion, not just silver, but gold, platinum and palladium as well. These four metals are commonly referred to as the precious metals, and some investors like to diversify and have a bit of each, although platinum and palladium don't have as liquid of a market as silver and gold do.
Well, Bob, you've certainly provided a lot of information tonight. Why don't we stop here?
Good idea, Gretchen. Oh, and Gretchen.
Yes, Bob.
I think you're precious too.
You're making me blush, Bob.
So, do you think I could hold your precious little round bottom in my hands?
Bob, I am going to kick your ass if you don't shut up.